I would like to know. I want to know what the excuse is this time. Like, for real, the whole reason for this video, I didn't even really care about the final thought part. I just wanted to hear everybody's mindset as far as who is the better quarterback behind center for the Miami Dolphins. Like, the boos from the fans for Jay Cutler and for Matt Moore. The boos from the fans when we have Ryan Tannehill as our starting quarterback for Matt Moore. Like, me personally, I can't really give you a full assessment who's better fit to be the starter, to be honest. Now, Matt Moore did look pretty bad as far as line protection, picking up the blitz, stuff like that, mobility. But I'm just frustrated with the Miami Dolphins organization as a whole as far as protecting our quarterbacks. Now, the past 6 or 7 years, offensive line play has just been bad. Like, literally bad. I think back from the Dallas Thomas as protecting us at guard. Damn. Oh, actually, you know what? Just thinking about it, I think all the way back since Richie Incognito, since Jake Long left, our offensive line has been bad. And Richie Incognito, after he left, his shitty ass Jonathan Martin came in, did bad. Brian McKenzie came from the Baltimore Ravens, bad. But I don't understand why the Dolphins are being so cheap. Like, we had the opportunity in the past offseason to go out and get us a premier starting guard, and we just did not do it. Like, I'm watching. I had to rewatch a couple of them sack plays, and Jamal Bushrod is getting bullied out there. Lermy Tunsil, I know he's going up against Terrell Suggs, but he's getting murdered too. But that should be like a huge priority in the offseason, for real, offensive line, because our offense can't do anything if we don't have an offensive line. Now, I will say this about Matt Moore. When he goes up to the line of scrimmage to snap the ball, he doesn't wait for the play clock to go down to within the last 3 seconds. He's snapping that ball within the first 10. So within the last 10, excuse me. So that right there, that I actually do like about Matt Moore. Cuddy, he kind of waits till like the last 3 ticks when the clock hits 0. But you can see in the comparison between the three, because Tannehill does it too sometimes. I really miss right trigger 17. I really miss him for real, because he gives us the best chance to win. And I'm not happy. I'm just a little bit relieved to see the fact that we're on the same page about what is going down as far as the quarterback in Miami. Jay Cuddy's he's a little bit more mobile. Yeah, he does. He looks for the big play all the time, but at the same time, hey, the turnovers that Matt Moore had yesterday, holy moly. Holy moly. We was all talking about everybody's talking about Jay Cutler turning the ball over. Holy moly. Look at what Matt Moore was doing. But for real, offensive line play, just awful. Like, they be some good times for the offensive line. They be some bad times. They just be some goddamn shitty times. And today, well, Thursday night, that was a shitty time. A real big shitty time. But offensive line should be a big priority in the offseason. Looking at, like, us offensively could not do a damn thing. Jay Ajayi couldn't even run the ball. Nobody was picking up the blitz. Like, just turmoil at Baltimore. I don't even know why we had such a big problem playing against the Ravens. Like, that team is decimated. Like, I mean, decimated. Like, receivers were hurt. Offensive line was hurt. Like, we had the opportunity to dominate the Ravens, like, get an easy dub. Last time we won was 2 years ago against Matt Shower. We barely won that game. So, with that being said, I'm not even going to touch on the Joe Flacco hit in a minute, but yeah, they was without Joe Flacco going into the second half, I believe. So, like, there was no reason why they should put up 40 points on us, for real. But I'm going to be totally honest with you. Of course, I'm going to be like, that wasn't a dirty hit, because look, Kiko was trying to make a play. He didn't want Joe Flacco to get the first down. So with that being said, hey, casualty of war. But man, I'm defensively, that's another thing I want to touch on. Like, the defense is never consistent all through all 16 games. I seem to notice. Like we end up dominating within the first a quarter of the season, and then we start to slow down a little bit. Like it's just never consistent, because that run defense is really scaring me right now. Is us going into the second quarter of the season, but I'll continue to evaluate that as the season goes on. But dead body of the day. Dead bodies of the day. Offensive line, like I said, Laramie Tunsil, he was getting murdered by Terrell Suggs. Yeah, I know it was Terrell Suggs, but you're a first-round pick. Tell Laramie Tunsil you got to play a little bit better than that. Jamal Bushrod, he getting murdered. That left guard, Anthony Steen, and I forgot what that other guy's name is. I got to look at it again. He's been rotating like a motherfucker over there, so it's hard for me to tell who is it sometimes. But, damn. 40 points to the Baltimore Ravens. That's all I can say. But dead bodies of the day, a whole offensive line as a unit. You want to play like a team, you're going to take this dead body of the day as a team. But you know what it is. If you enjoy the content, please don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button. This is Great with DeVore. I'm up out of here.